I'm happy to be chosen this morning to say a few words about my special friend, who in later years became my big sister. Thelma became my friend at a crucial time in my life. I needed a friend. I worked with other ladies, but they didn't understand. The most important person, human being in my life, had passed. That was my grandmother, who raised me. And at that time, I was very, very ill. I had to be hospitalized in Miami. And I was on a very long medical vacation. When I returned to school, just a few months after, the Lord answered my prayer, and He sent me Thelma Scott. So I'm going to give you my description of how I knew her. I met Thelma Scott about 40 years ago during the Ministry of Education summer workshop, and they did that every year. But I was only acquainted with her. I didn't know her that well. I saw her and her sister Victoria, and most times we were put into groups and we worked. We were the persons who wrote the library science curriculum for the schools in the Bahamas. In 1984, Thelma was transferred from Woodcock Primary School in Baintown to T.A. Thompson Primary on Blue Hill Road, now Sierra Walker High School. It was shortly after the morning break. Our principal then, the late Iris Arnett sent for me, and I went to the office, and there I saw that familiar lady, elegantly dressed, smiling, and she saw me and she just popped her eyes. I knew she was shocked. And I was introduced to her. And then we went down to the library. In those days, we were just trying to put libraries in all of the government schools in the Bahamas. So that was a very difficult and a very unthankful job. Nobody said thank you, not yet. Now, during those few months, I had another setback. My big sister, 5 years older than I am, she suddenly passed away. I spoke to her the night before, and next morning she was dead in the US. And I called Thelma and I told her what happened. Well, you know, she was a praying lady. And let me tell you, she had 4 bags. One was her purse, one was her lunch bag, the other one was her bag with that outfit she made. She would come and do her handwork, put on buttons or snaps, whatever it needed. And the other bag, she had a Bible and all sorts of things. So, I was so elated. I called my mom when I got home. She was on the island at the time. I said, Mom, I met a lady. I said, she's a young lady. And she's so elegant. She's so radiant. I said, she smiles all the time. I said, and she's a Scot. My mother said, are you going to school in the morning? I said, yes, ma'am. When you go to school tomorrow morning, ask that same lady if her father was Nathaniel Scott, her mama was Lena Scott, and she had a big sister named Edith. So I did that. So when my mom came to Nassau, she came to the school, and she met Feldman, and there she gave her the history. She said Uncle Nat came to the island, and I think that was in the late 40s. They had a Hurricane Betsy that destroyed a lot of the homes or damaged them, and he was sent there to repair those homes and rebuild them. And he lived with us, my grandmother. And that's where that relationship began. And Hamilton, Thelma was so elated about that. And the friendly person she was. Her and my mother got close. Now, my mother was a hilarious woman. She was so funny. If you didn't laugh, you wasn't in her presence.